بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Math grade 7. We are in model 6 lesson 3. Write and solve two-step equations. Write and solve two-step equations. px plus q equal r. In this lesson, we want to write two-step equations of the form px plus q equal r and use inverse operations to solve the equations. The first idea in this lesson, write two-step equations. Write two-step equations. Some real-world situations can be represented by two-step equations. Consider the following problem. Listen here. Caterer is preparing a dinner for a party. She charges an initial fee of $16 and $8.25 per person. But we don't know how many person. We don't know how many person. So this is here unknown value. Here we have unknown value. How many people can attend a dinner that costs $131.50? So the table shows how the model the problem with a two-step equation. Describe the mathematics of the problem. The problem here, the initial fee of $16 plus 8.25 per person equals 131.50. Then define the variable to represent the unknown equality. We can choose any small letter. Let B represent the number of people. So the equation, translate the words into the algebraic equation. We have 16 plus 8.25 per person represent here, per person represent B. So put times B equals 131.50. So this is the equation. For example, write and solve two-step equations. Toya had her birthday party at the movies. It cost $27 for pizza and $8.50 per friends, but we don't know how many friends. So this is missing value. This is here variable. For the movie tickets, write and solve an equation to determine how many friends Toya had at her party if she spent $78. So to solve this problem, we want at the first to write an equation. So from the question here, the cost of pizza, and means plus the cost per friends times the number of friends equals 78. So let n represent the number of friends. We have 27 for pizza, and we have 8.50 times the number of friends. This is the tickets, and the total will be equal 78. So we can write the equation 27, the cost of plus the cost per friend will be 8.50 times the number of friends represent n times n equal the total 78. So now we have the equation. The second step, we want to solve this equation. How to solve this equation? Always remember, when you want to solve any equation, keep the variable alone in the same side. So try to remove the constant. The constant here 27. So we can subtract from the two sides 27. So negative 27 here and negative 27 here. So 27 minus 27 will be 0. Remains in this side 8.50 n. And 78 minus 27 will be 51. Then try to remove the coefficient. So divide the two sides by 8.50. Divide here by 8.50 and divide here by 8.50. So 8.50 n divided by 8.50 equal n. And 51 divided by 8.50 will be 6. So n equals 6 means Toya had 6 friends and here at here party. If you want to check your solution, go back to the same equation and substitute the value of n equals 6. So if Toya had 6 friends at her party, then the cost of the movie tickets was 6 times 8.50. 6 times 8.50 equal $51. Adding the cost of the visa plus 27 means the total cost will be 52 plus 27 equal 78. So this is correct, which is what Toya spent. The solution is correct. In this example, Cassidy went to a football game with some of her friends. The tickets cost $6.50 each, and they spent $17.50 on snake. The total amount paid was $63. Write and solve an equation to determine the number of people P that went to the game. So as the first, we want to write the equation. Write an equation that can be used to determine how many people P went to the game. And here 6.50 each means each people, but we don't know how many people. So this is missing value, represent variable here. You can use small letter v. So we have 6.5 times the number of people, means times b, plus 17.50 spent on snake equal the total amount will be 63. So we have the equation now. The second step, how many people went to the game? We want to solve this equation to know how many people. So rewrite this equation 6.5 b plus 17.5 equals 63. Then try to remove the constant to keep the variable alone. You can subtract 17.5 from the two sides. (17.5) minus 17.5 will be 0. It means here 6.5 times b equal 63 minus 17.5. Write here 63 and write here 17.5. We can put here point and 0. Then we can do subtraction. 0 minus 5, we cannot do this operation. For 1 from here, here will be 2, and here will be 10. 10 minus 5, 5. Take down the point. 2 minus 7, we cannot do this operation. For 1 from here, here will be 5, and here will be 12. 12 minus 7 will be 5, and 5 minus 1 will be 4. So the answer will be 45.5. Then try to remove the coefficient. So divide the two sides by the coefficient. Divide here by 6.5 and divide here by 6.5. 6.5 divided by 6.5 remains B equal 45.5 divided by 6.5 will be 7. So we have 7 people. The second example, write and solve two-step equations. Diego's aquarium contains 30.5 gallons of water. He drains the water at a rate of 5 gallons per minute, but we don't know how many minutes. So here means missing value. So you can represent variable here. For cleaning, so write and solve an equation to determine in how many minutes the amount of water will reach 10⁻² gallons. So the first step, we want to write the equation. We have 30.5 gallons minus 5 gallons per minute, represent M, means the number of minutes. So minus 5 gallons per minute equal 10.5 gallons. So let M represent the number of minutes. So the equation will be 30.5 minus 5 times the number of minutes will be M, 5M, equals 10⁻². So this is the equation. Then we want to solve this equation. We have 30.5 minus 5M equal 10.5. We want to remove the constant here. So add the inverse to the two sides, negative 30.5 here and negative 30.5 here. Negative 30.5 minus negative 30.5 minus 30.5 will be 0. Remains here negative 5M. And here 10.5 minus 30.5 remains negative 20. So we want to remove the coefficient. We can divide the two sides here by negative 5. So minus 5M divided by minus 5 and negative 20 divided by minus 5. So it means here M and negative 20 divided by minus 5 will be 4. So M equal 4. So it will take 4 minutes to drain the tank to a level of 10.5 gallons. In this example here, Emilia started with $54 and spent $6 each day, but we don't know how many days. So represent here the variable D. D means the number of the days. At a camp, she has 18 left. 18 left. So write and solve an equation to find how many days Emilia was at the camp. And we have here the amount 54. And we have here left means minus. 6 times the number of days means 6D. Remains or equal 18. So this is the equation, means the last choice here, the correct choice. Then how many days was Amelia at camp? We want to solve this equation to know how many days. We want to remove 54. So subtract 54 from the two sides. 54 minus 54 will be 0. And this side we have negative 6D equal. Here, minus 54 plus 18 or 18 plus minus 54 will be minus 36. Then we want to remove negative 6. So divide the two sides by negative 6. Negative 6 divided by negative 6 will be 1. 1D means D equal negative divided by negative positive. 36 divided by 6 will be 6. So the number of days will be 6 days. Listen to this problem. Oliver earns an hourly wage, as shown in the graph, in addition to his hourly wage. He is eligible for bonuses if he received $100 bonus award for his performance and worked 20 hours. But here, I know how many hours. I know how many hours, but I don't know the cost per hour. How much did he earn? Type. From the graph, as you see here, we have x-axis. X-axis represent hours worked, and here we have y-axis represent amount earned. Look to the first point here. We have here 1. What the meaning of 1 here? Means we have 1 hours. And if he worked 1 hours or 1 hour, he received $8. Means I know now the cost of 1 hour equal $8. And if he worked 2 hours, if he worked 2 hours, the amount will be 16. If he worked 3 hours, the amount will be 24. Then here, if you work 4 hours, the amount will be 32. So as you see, he worked 20 hours. Represent here the variable h. And he received 100 bonus, means plus 100. Then we want how much did he earn? We want to know how much did he earn. We know the cost of hour. If he work 1 hour, the cost will be 8 per hour. So represent the value of h 8. So we can write here 20 times 8 plus 100. 20 times 8 will be 160 plus 100. The answer will be 260. So if he work 20 hours, the amount will be 260. So this is our ideas for this lesson. Who has any question about this ideas?
No, thank you.
Are all ideas clear for all?
Yeah.
Sure? Write and solve two-step equations, px plus q equal r. Write a two-step equation to represent each problem, then solve the problem. Who can read exercise number 1, please? Who can read exercise number 1? Okay, type. I want from all to read it. Then tell me, please, what is the equation here? Who can tell me what is the equation? Okay, listen. Julian spends $22.5 or $22.50 at a library bookstore. She spends $4.50 on a paperback books and buys 6 hardcover books of equal value. But we don't know the value. We don't know the value. So represent here any variable. Represent here any variable. So we have, for example, 6C. 6 means the number of hardcover, and C means the cost or the equal value for each one. And here we have the total 22.5. This is the total. And she spends here 4.50. This is the equation. 4.5 plus 6C equal 22.5. Now I want to from all to write this equation, then try to solve it, then tell me what is the value of C, please. What is the solution of this equation? Start, please, and tell me what is your answer. Okay, who can tell me what is the cost here? What is the value of C? No one? No one want to work? They're all sleepy today? Okay. So you can remove 4.5 from here. So negative from 0.5 and negative 4.5 from here. So 4.5 minus 4.5 will be 0. So we have here 6C equal 22.5 minus 4.5 will be 18. Then you can divide here by 6 and divide here by 6. So 6C divided by C will be 6C divided by 6 will be C equal 18 divided by 6 will be. So the solution will be 3. Okay, طيب. From tomorrow, inshallah, if I ask you some question and you don't answer me, I will deduct from your account for each one 2 marks. 2 marks. If I ask you some questions or some practice and you don't answer me and work with me, I will deduct from the all of this 2 marks. So understand me very well, please. Understand me very well, okay?
Okay, Mr. But
Oh, this is
what
a
you are
very
saying,
good-
I will come in your account and this.
what؟
Mr. You say I will come in your account.
يا بنتي عم بشرح لحالي الدرس، أنا عم بشرح إلي بتخلوا الواحد يعني غصب عنه الواحد يطلع خلقه. أنا واثق الآن نصف الطالبات ما لهم موجودين، بس فاتحين والله أعلم هنين وين. أنا لمين عم بشرح؟ إذا بدي أشرح إلي أنا خلص برسل لكم الحصة مسجلة بتشوفوها على راحتكم. هيك ما بيمشي الحال. نحن الهدف إنه تشتغلوا وتتعلموا. أنا بدأ من الدرس القادم أي طالبة ما راح أسألها وما جاوب راح أطردها من الحصة، وأي طالبة ما بتشارك في خصم. لما بطرح سؤال بدي أجوبة من الجميع، لما بطرح سؤال بدي أخذ أجوبة من الجميع. So this is our period today. Thank you for your listening. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow إن شاء الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام مستر وأنا sorry مستر